Steven, if you would have had a crystal ball, I was
Yeah.
thinking about this when I was listening to Goldmine. If you would have had a crystal ball when you were in seventh grade, just like playing with your mom's guitar,
Yeah.
and you were thinking, man, I played the Ryman. I'm gonna like extend my Goldmine tour because it was so successful and everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Like, is this something that you would have believed? You know what I mean?
I think I always wished it would happen. I think I dreamed of it happening, and I think that I couldn't be more grateful that it is happening. I think there is part of me that, as an adult, like can't believe that it is happening. So I think the kid in me is like stoked, and then the adults like I can't believe people are
Wow. So you
digging it.
envisioned all this.
I,
Beautiful.
I as a kid, I wanted to be like playing in front of thousands of people,
Yeah.
you
So
know?
people wanted to be astronauts and they tell you,
Yeah, yeah.
like, this is what you're doing.
Like as soon as I picked up my mom's guitar, I like wanted to be a songwriter.
And that's great. And for my audience that may not know you, Stephen Day, I mean, one of the rising stars. It's great to have you here. Your album, Last Year Goldmine, amazing. You've played with everybody from Ben Rector, friend of the show, Steven Sanchez.
Yeah.
You know, I could go on and on. You're just extending your tour, your Goldmine tour for the fall. So you're on the roll, man. So thanks for coming.
Oh man, I'm stoked to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Stephen. And we were talking off camera that you recently played the Recording Academy party.
Yeah.
Far from here in Nashville. It was raining, so everyone was packed inside this room.
It's hot.
Some people were eating hot dogs. Some people were like mingling. Some people
Yeah.
were dancing to your music. I was thinking as I was like bopping to your hits, I'm like, man, this has to be a tough gig playing to this crowd, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you're playing to like, industry folks.
I know.
Is that harder or like?
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it makes me want to like turn it up a notch because I'm like guys, like we're here, like you guys love music, like let's show that. Like I just wish I could like shake them and be like, I know you love music, like let's act like it, you know?
Such an Nashville thing. Everyone just.
I know. But it was a blast though. Sometimes there's like a weird like competitive part of me that's like at those kinds of events I'm like I'm just gonna go up there and like leave it on the floor, like
Yeah, and you
just
did.
just because I know people are out there kind of like, okay, another guy with guitar,
Sure.
yeah.
No, you crushed, man.
Thank you, man.
So it was awesome, and it was a tough room, and you got it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So explain something to me, Stephen. We just mentioned, when you were seventh, you picked up the guitar,
Yeah.
but you don't necessarily come from a musical per se family. I mean, your mom was a nurse practitioner, your dad, of course, pastor and all that
Yeah.
stuff, but he wasn't, but they were not like,
It's not a family band.
exactly, it's not a family band.
Yeah.
So when did you realize, like, I want to do this, like, for a living? Like, this is like really what touches my soul. How did it happen?
I honestly think as soon as I started playing guitar, whether I said it out loud or not, like that's what I was envisioning, was like me playing on stages in front of people and singing songs that I had written. And so I don't know, I think in high school it became a little more a part of my thought process where I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do when high school's over? I couldn't think of I couldn't think of any other job that I would want to do. So it was like, let's move to Nashville, let's go to school and start making records.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. And yeah, I just couldn't I still can't imagine if I wasn't doing music what one job I could do well would be.
But when did you realize that you were actually good? You know what I mean? Like, when was the first time? Because a lot of people probably do that, or they pick up like dream jobs or whatever. But when's the first time that you're like, I can sing and I can do this?
I think it really was like if you grow up in a church and play guitar and sing, like people just sort of like issue you to the stage if you're good. Like it's like it was like I learned guitar and then suddenly I was like leading, people in a church like every week. And so like as soon as that started happening, I feel like confidence started to build then. But yeah, then in high school as well, I started writing songs too, maybe in like 8th grade, 9th grade. And so I was in choir in high school. My sister sings a little bit and she like was like, you better do choir. So I did choir and like I started writing songs and would play them. I think maybe songwriting was the thing where I started to realize like nobody else is doing this. At least at my school, like
Yeah.
nobody was like
Milk Report, right?
yeah, yeah, go Hawks, MC baby. Um, Nobody else was like performing songs they had written. So that's maybe when I was like something clicked because I would like play a song at a talent show or something, and everybody would be like, "Oh
Were
my
you the most popular guy? I would listen. There's no shade. Were you? Because I can only imagine. You know, everything you're doing. You're like, okay, before we get to class, let's hear this. Who's getting this guy's song, right?
I mean, I think if you sing and play guitar, like historically, people are like vibing with that.
Okay, listen. What I said. I will read between the lines. So, and you did so many things at high school. What's this project you had with Melina Felix? The acapella group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talk a little bit about
You
that.
went deep, man.
No, it's just interesting, man, because like you were doing all these things.
Yeah, so
The acapellas was
I
that
was the beatboxer in acapella.
the acapella?
Yeah, go Hawks. Yeah. Acapella. I was doing like the you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like kind of a way for I think I loved like I loved music as a whole. So I think like choir for me like was a part of music that I loved, but like I loved guitar, I loved drum, like I love all instruments. So choir felt like I don't know, I loved it, but at the same time I felt like I wasn't getting to do all parts of music. So maybe that's why beatboxing for me was like I get to do drums.
I mean, you did it all. You did it all. And then you come to Belmont and explain something to me about Belmont, Steve.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we have a lot of mutual friends, and I hear so many people, oh, we went to Belmont so casually. Yeah, I just went to Belmont. And
Yeah.
it's like, wait, so you're telling me, dear Katie Pruitt, that you went to Belmont, Stephen Day went to Belmont. So like, this is like a factory.
I know.
Explain to me, like, for those of us that didn't go to Belmont,
Yeah.
is this like the West Village in New York in the cities? Like, how like what is happening here between classes in the quarters? Like, are you guys even aware that there's so much talent in the?
I mean, I think so. I think some people go to Belmont and they turn it up a notch because of they feel a sense of like I've got to prove myself. There's other great people here. I'm no longer the big fish in a little pond.
Yeah.
And then some people go and then they're like, I don't know if I want to do music anymore. I think it's that intense of a like musically talented community to where you go and then it's one or the other. Like you either turn the knob and you say like, yes, this is what I'm made to do. I want to do it forever and like put my foot down, or it's like, I don't know if this is me. I don't know if this is for me.
If I have,
Because that's.
I would imagine even you, like as good as you are, you would have some moments of insecurity.
Oh yeah,
right?
oh yeah. And so many people are great at niche things to where it's like, should I be doing that? Like, should I be doing that style of music, or should I be doing, there's so many great talents
Well,
there.
especially your style. I mean, you're owning it and you owned it, and it's great because not a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah,
I mean, people like
Yeah.
Alice Stone, your friend, are doing it, but
yeah,
I would imagine like that there's insecurities that is like, well, maybe people are not doing it because it's not that work.
right.
So I would imagine obviously that wasn't the case. I was just thinking.
No, yeah. I mean, I think specifically with my style of music, and this is maybe a personal opinion, but specifically with like the soul world and like fusing it with pop or any sort of like jazz chord progressions or something, like it's really easy for that to get like cheeky and like not cool or something. But like I think specifically that genre, it's really hard to like navigate the waters of like how do I do this in a way for people to receive it as authentic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, because people with soulful music, like people respond to it immediately. They're like, oh, that's soulful, or they're like, what is that? It's like one or the other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you stuck to it because like you found the niche and you're killing it.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you've got so many accomplishments already, Steven. But let me ask you about one in particular that I thought was really cool, and that was listening to your song in the movie Strays. Up the world.
Yeah.
And it's a great movie. It's a comedy. I don't know why more people haven't seen it.
Yeah.
because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like an adult kind of like dog movie.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about like what it felt like when you saw that. That must have been, was that a little bit of an out of body experience?
Yes, it was unreal. Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, I mean, one, the movie is just off the rails, like wild. I didn't see it with my mom, but my mom was so excited that my song was in the movie that she went and saw it by herself. And like, if you knew my mom, she's just like the sweetest, most pure, yeah, most pure, innocent lady. And these dogs are like, it's so vulgar and, but like she was so proud, and I loved it, man. I just like. I couldn't believe it. Like that song to be in the same movie as like Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, these like iconic voices. It truly was. Like when I found out about that placement, I think it's one of my favorite parts of my career so
I
far.
agree. It's super.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you can't really like expect a placement like that. Right?
No.
Like it's almost like, hey, you wanna win the lottery, and
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, and it was the only part of the movie, like the whole movie's just this wild, absurd, uh I don't even remember what the plot is, but the one part of the movie where it's like this like nostalgic memory and it's like really like beautiful is like when my song plays, and
Yeah.
to me I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is like people are gonna remember this part of the movie because it's like
It's when the girl is.
it's not just like some throwaway line. Like I think it's like a minute, yeah, it's like a minute of the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That story. Oh my God, it's wonderful. Um, let's talk about some of the new stuff, Steven, because let's talk about the song with Alan Stone.
Yeah.
What a great guy. What a great voice. And the fact that you two guys merged is like Avengers, United States. Same great. What is the story with this? And like, how did this project come about in the sense that was someone saying like, hey, you and Alan Stone sound familiar? Like, is this how?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so me and Alan have been fans of each other and now friends for, well, I've been a fan of him since my high school days, like we were talking about,
Sure.
since like 2012-ish.
Yeah.
And he was one of my, like, quickly became one of my biggest heroes. And so rewind to when I moved here, I was making records, and then in 2020, I sent him a DM on Instagram.
Slid into his.
I slid in there, and I was just like trying to hang, bro, and he actually responded to me, and his response was, dude, like, yes, like I love your music. Like me and my wife listen to your music all the time. And I was like my jaw to the floor, just like, no way. And we just became friends. He like flew me out to do like a Christmas special that he was putting on, and now I feel like we hang a good bit.
Yeah.
And so like wrote this, yeah, fast forward writing this song. It has this like soulful like country twang like mix, like Glenn Campbell, like Stevie Wonder thing going on. And a lot of times like when I sing in sort of that soul realm, like I'm channeling part of him that I love. And so when I was like writing that song, it was like hard not to hear his voice on it too. And so I just texted him, sent him the song, and I was like, what are the chances you would hop on this? And like, within a few minutes, he texted me back, was like, yes, like I would love to be on this. And so, yeah, we made it happen, and yeah, we're just buds at this point. It's so cool.
It's the craziest thing about Nashville when your heroes become your friends.
I know.
It's happened to me a few times. I'm like, what is life?
I know. Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Even well, let me leave you with this because I think you're gonna perform for us and we're super stoked.
Yeah.
Everyone, when I mentioned your name or I said, oh, who you got next week, and I said your name and whatever, everyone gets a big smile on their face. And I'm getting it. Like your energy is just incredible. Like your emotional state.
Yes.
Such positivity and joy. I know the research was the same. I'm sure you have your bad days or whatever, but your emotional whole
Yeah.
is one of like joy and passion and empathy.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, I know that doesn't just happen. That's like practicing the guitar.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? Is that from your parents? Like from gratitude? Like, how do you exercise this muscle of being in such great state?
That's a great question, man. I don't know, man. Just like I think my parents had a lot to do with it. And I think joy is different than happiness, you know? So it's just like a constant like state of remembering that like happiness can be temporary, but you know, there's something else at play. Like joy, you can have joy and not be happy, and you can be sad but still be joyful.
That's so
Yeah.
true. When people say like, "Are you happy?" or whatever, you're right. Happiness is not meant to be like a constant,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
you know,
Like contentment, is that the
if you were
word?
like happy all the time, it would be weirdo.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for having me,
And
man.
if you want to play a song, I mean, we'd be honored.
I would love to. My name's Stephen Day, and this song's called "It Was You." Wasn't planets in a row, wasn't dinner and a show, wasn't anything you said, wasn't anything I did. It was you, everything and always is you. Tell me that you feel the same way too. Known it all along, it was you. There were colors in the sky. You couldn't film in black and white. They were there, they were real, but it was you. Everything and always is you. Tell me that you feel the same way too. Known it all along, it was you. It was you. Everything and always is you. Tell me that you feel the same way too. Known it all along, it was you.
Thank you for tuning in. Click here to subscribe and get the latest from the show, including exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and once-in-a-lifetime performances. And as always, thank you for making Jrodconcerts Media part of your day.